Robbie knows everything. Tad knows everyone. Dingo is here too. They're here to make love to you. Your ears at least. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly.
Welcome to the Dingo Weekly podcast. I'm your co-host Robbie with my best friends Tad and Dingo. Hey guys.
Shut up. I have a question before we start.
Okay.
I was driving home a little while ago and I saw it's garbage night. So everyone's got their garbage cans out.
Sure.
And you know how people steal shopping carts? Happens all the time. You just see them
Yeah.
in random places.
Sure.
Somebody was throwing out a shopping cart with their garbage.
Were they throwing it away, or were they like taking their garbage out from their home to their curb using a cart?
No, it was an empty shopping cart, like leaned up against their garbage cans
Huh.
for the supermarket that's like half a mile away.
Or do you think it was like a homeless person that finally made it and they just didn't need it anymore?
Oh, maybe I'm looking at it all wrong. Maybe it was a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
See, hope's not dead.
No. You know, I stole a shopping cart in college because I would go grocery shopping and then I would just take the whole cart and I could bring it back on there was like a metro train because it was like too far. I didn't have a car like freshman year.
Like a subway?
Yeah, it wasn't a subway because it's above ground.
You bringing
Right.
shopping carts on the subway?
Yeah, bro. Well, it's a metro. But yeah, I did that because I was too far away.
It's not Europe.
Eh.
The metro.
Yeah, exactly. It was a convenience thing. I could bring it back to my dorm from the grocery store, and like no one stopped me, and it was fine, and it worked. I didn't have to carry a bunch of bags. I didn't have a car freshman year. They didn't let you have a car, so yeah, shopping carts are convenient.
All right, fair enough.
I'm surprised that they're throwing it away. I would have kept it because that sounds like a receptacle you can use to bring it from your home down to your cans at the curb. You collect all the trash, put it in your cart, and then roll it down.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you leave your cans at the curb?
I don't leave them there. I'm just saying, like,
If you have a shopping cart, you would.
Yeah, if I had a shopping cart, at a minimum, I could like take the cans down to the curb and then collect all the trash and then roll my trash down to the cans. I don't know. I guess you could just put them in the cans. It depends where your cans are. It depends.
I think I got to go back for the shopping cart.
You should.
You're really selling me on it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a screw you. Like I took this from your supermarket and I'm just going to throw it away. Even though we're right. Their house was like a half a mile away.
Just some anarchy type shit.
Yeah. It was confusing, and then I respected it a little, and then I was like, it's kind of a dirtbag move. But now I'm thinking, why are you throwing away a perfectly good shopping cart?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to cut early. I have to go back before someone takes it.
Yeah. No,
it's probably gone.
Oh, fuck. All right, I'll stay.
I don't know. It's still early.
You got scrap metal guys that drive around?
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's theirs now.
Well, Charlie Kirk got shot.
Charlie Kirk did get shot.
Indeed, he did.
Anyway, shopping carts.
It's a classic whodunit.
Well, I think it's more of a classic Jew done it, according to Ted.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
it's
no,
not
'cause
according to Tad.
It feels like it's according to Tad. This is the first I'm hearing about it. And just before we hit record, Tad was talking about how the Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
No.
He said, I
Explicitly.
came up with this theory. Me, Tad.
Listen,
I haven't
don't
heard this
go-
one yet. No, please.
I don't go on Twitter very much.
Don't dead name it.
I kind of let it go by the wayside, but I knew I had to go on there. As soon as it happened, I was like, I'm going on there because they're going to be out of their fucking minds. So I went on there, and sure enough, they're out of their fucking minds. First of all,
Who's they? Is this the Jews?
the MAGAs.
Do Jews use Twitter?
Are the Jews out of their mind too?
The Jews are pretty quiet.
Suspiciously quiet?
Suspiciously quiet.
Hmm.
But
Come on.
it's
Throwing suspicious right out there right away. just normally
there's
regular quiet, normal people quiet.
Traditional Jewish quietness.
there seems to be some infighting
Hmm.
within the right.
Yeah.
They can't decide which conspiracy theory they want to follow on this one.
What are the main conspiracy theories out there?
And we can combine them into our own flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously that it was the left. That's one of them.
Right.
That's obvious for their point of view, but okay, sure.
The other one is that it was the Jews, because he started turning his back. He refused a meeting with Netanyahu and refused some money.
Ooh,
And
Charlie Kirk?
Charlie Kirk.
So Netanyahu was going to pay him directly?
They were
do
going to
what?
do some funding, and he was going to go over there and have a
YouTube collab.
collab over there.
I haven't heard this.
And he started on his most recent, it was like 48 hours before the incident. He was with old Benny Shapiro on his show, on Charlie Kirk's show.
Mm.
And he said some questionable things about Israel and the way Ben Shapiro's eyebrows raised.
You think you put a hit out on him?
It was interesting.
So Ben Shapiro did it.
Well, his team of guys.
So
His
that
Jewish assassin team?
is this a right-wing Jew or a left-wing Jew that did this? Because it's obvious that the left wing did it, but now we're talking about right-wing Jews doing it.
I thought the left wing was too pussy to have guns or something.
It's just straight from the homeland.
So these are apolitical Jews. These are just Israeli Jews.
Yeah.
Apolitical in America.
Yeah.
Jews for
Inherently.
hire.
Interesting.
Oh, they heard you.
Because
And
I
then
mean, and then what?
and then there's even some talk that the call was coming from inside the house, and it was
Orange Man?
the Orange Man, because Charlie wants the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's one I did hear, where this is just another extreme distraction. Well, no, Charlie didn't want the Epstein files. He
did.
took his marching orders. He's like, I'll trust my
No, he kept talking about it.
comrades in the administration.
He kept talking about it.
Did he? I
Yeah.
heard that he fell in line. I saw him fall in line. I don't know what he's done since then.
He didn't give up. And there's
Yeah, that one seems too extreme for me.
he's got a pretty solid following, and if he started questioning things, his followers would have started questioning things. I can't have people questioning things.
I won't
to just follow blindly.
He was
Yeah.
abandoning the right.
I won't rule that one out.
I don't think he was abandoning the right, but I think
No.
he was.
I saw the video. He was leaning left.
Stop that. Can I say out the gate that I'm not gonna lie, that I watched that video and I wish I didn't. And
that one kind of was unsettling.
Also,
it has been haunting me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I can't stop seeing it in my head. I don't like any part of it.
I'm millennial. I grew up with the internet, all that shit that you like, all the ISIS beheading videos that you grew up on, and
Sure, but
I'm pretty desensitized. But this
felt different. It felt more real. It was like you see all these like Middle East, like a lot of them, they're living in a whole different culture, and I would never justify any of that. It's all disgusting, horrible, and like all those videos, whatever. But this just in America, regular on a college campus, even somewhere where I inherently usually would feel safe. Those schools are becoming less and less safe. But when I think school shooting, I think like middle schools.
I mean, where else are you going to find guns except on school grounds in this country?
Like elementary schools and maybe a high school, but I guess some colleges, but not as prevalent on colleges in like an elementary school or something. Either way,
It's pretty fucked up to think about. It's like you don't expect it on a college campus. It's not an elementary school.
yeah, it's way more fucked up. I just, either way, I saw this video. I saw it over and over again. I'm not gonna lie. I kept being like, "What the fuck?" And
So,
it's
listen,
I don't
shut
like
up.
it. No,
Shut up.
you shut up because I want I want to say
I'm not
how
finished.
I didn't like it.
I didn't
I didn't
like
like
it
it.
either.
No one
But-
should like it.
But there's
I-
one more. There's one more conspiracy that you didn't
All
let
right.
me finish.
Oh,
Fine.
he saved the juicy one for last. I can tell.
The juicy one.
The
Uh-huh.
real like the real QAnon people.
Jewanon.
They
We can keep going. I don't.
they think it was all staged.
Charlie's
he's not.
alive.
I heard the blood.
He's
pack
not
thing,
even
yeah.
dead.
Hmm.
It was all a show.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He's with Tupac in
All a
Cuba.
show.
That's a stupid theory. That's just dumb. It doesn't benefit anyone.
And then there's another theory that it was staged, and they're going to stage a resurrection.
Okay.
All right. Well, if he comes back, then I'll believe it.
Yeah.
And then, is that all I got? Oh, so you know how MAGA's all about guns, right? They really love their guns.
They
Sure.
sure do.
A lot of them are saying that
They're swearing off guns now.
it's definitely not the type of round that they're saying it is, because a 30-06 round would have taken his head off, or at least done way more damage than it did. So they're all questioning everything.
It just it all
Everything.
sounds so extra. Like no.
Some of them are saying if it was, maybe it bounced off his vest and a fragment got him in the neck. But then
No
some of them
way.
are saying he wasn't wearing a vest because look at this picture, you could see his nipples. If he was wearing a vest, you wouldn't be able to see his nipples.
He definitely
It's
wasn't
just-
wearing a vest, and it definitely was a direct hit in his jugular.
It's
yeah,
just-
that's a really
it's,
thin vest. If there was some space age technology.
There's just that's also a bullshit theory.
And then they're saying if he was wearing a vest, a 30-06 wouldn't have bounced off the vest. It would have.
I don't know
it's-
anything about guns. Other
I don't
than
know anything about guns
I'm
either. I don't
opposed
even
to
know what
guns.
30-06 means. But
I don't know
that's
what that
they
means.
Keep saying.
But I saw a bullet go right through that dude's neck. The angle is questionable.
The angle's questionable.
but
The shooter is questionable. Some
Mm,
22-year-old kid has that kind of accuracy. One shot.
I hear that in the gun community, that's not that crazy of a shot if you know what you're doing, even remotely. That's what I heard. That's not the craziest shot ever. You get two practice rounds from someone with some experience. You're
Those are
good to go.
blowhards that say that. I've seen some military guys that are like, that's from that position in those conditions
In those conditions, it was a beautiful sunny day.
with no spotter to just like pew that one shot.
I don't know. I heard military people say the same thing, where it's not that difficult of a shot if you're a somewhat experienced gun enthusiast. I don't know because I'm not. I am personally anti-gun. I don't think
I've never
anyone
fired a
needs
gun.
a gun.
I mean, I fired a BB gun. That was the most gun I've ever fired.
I
Fired a lot of guns. I don't know
don't-
what any of them are called though.
I don't even think I've fired a BB gun. I've never held a loaded gun before. I've never needed to. I don't think guns are necessary. I think if no one had guns, then no one would need guns. It's a problem that arises from itself.
What are you, some kind of liberal?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely on the left.
I'm a pretty good shot, oddly enough. I'm pretty good. I wasn't anywhere near Utah. I just want to make that clear, but I'm a pretty good shot.
Yeah,
I imagine I would be. I played a lot of first-person shooters. Same thing, right?
I don't
It's
play
not.
video games either. So
just like
I don't know.
point and aim down the sights. Plus, I had a BB gun, so it's the same thing. Just a little more recoil.
I mean, I'm sure with a little bit of practice, I could be a
You got to get
sharpshooter.
used to
marksman.
each gun as you shoot it. Like you can't just. It's not one size fits all, from my
Yeah.
experience.
I believe it.
But the really fucked up part, not that the rest of it isn't, but the video you sent me, and then I'm finding more like it of the guy like filming himself as it's happening. Like all the
the guy
people
that's like,
streaming
"Look,
it, like
Like and subscribe.
yeah,
Elder
like
TikTok.
there's all these videos that are like, oh my god, Charlie Kirk just got shot. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe right now. As like people are screaming behind them, I'm like, Jesus Christ,
So that one
this
video
country's so fucked.
of the guy that I sent, who was
Yeah.
just like chilling. Everyone is like screaming, running for their lives, and he's just like kind of hanging back, chilling. This is Elder TikTok. Subscribe. What's up? Charlie Kirk just got shot. And he kept saying his name over and over. That same guy, he went back to the tent. Everyone ran for their lives, and he went back to the tent where Charlie was under and started taking all the merchandise. That guy
And
of that video. And he took all the blood splattered merch.
That's another fishy thing to me. That's another really fishy thing to me. How is that not taped off as a fucking crime scene?
He did it as everyone ran away. Everyone ran away. Everyone like fled the scene. And
he just went immediately
back.
there.
He immediately just
grabbed
went back.
all the hats.
Well, immediately what he did was made that video being like, subscribe. Charlie Kirk just got shot. Subscribe.
I wonder how
And-
many subscribers he got that day.
Probably a lot. And he
I
had
can
to
tell you at least one.
he had to delete that video. I didn't subscribe to him. He deleted the video. I think he put out an apology video. But that guy, right after he made that video, he ran to the tent, got all the blood splattered merch that Charlie was hawking.
I saw
He's-
the picture.
Oh,
of him.
he's going
There's
to make so much money on that shit.
nobody else
Probably
around.
selling it
and
on
he's,
eBay.
like, hanging over the side, like looting.
Yeah, straight up. Same guy. You know it's the same guy. He's like wearing the exact same outfit. He's got the same hat. Like you see it from a distance, but he's like wearing the exact same thing. It's that guy. So he's gonna make a mint off eBay. Pretty fucked up though.
And what's the wildest thing to me is it turns out the whole thing was just a fucking shit post.
What, that guy's video?
No, the whole event, the whole incident was just a fucking.
Like the point of it?
The whole point of it was just a fucking shit post. It was
Yeah.
just a weird fucking
I mean, they're all
groiper, which I've learned way too much this week about a whole of the internet that I didn't know about.
you say
Dude,
groipers.
It's
Groiper.
fucking overwhelming.
It's
Groiper.
very overwhelming. It's a lot.
These groipers. I've just learned about these groipers.
Are they the same as the black pill accelerationists?
Yeah.
That's what they are. I
So-
can't keep track.
So I'm not positive that is exactly them, but it's a faction of that, like super far alt-right, and like Charlie Kirk wasn't far right enough for them.
Yeah. They came after him because he wasn't right wing enough. They were far right, alt right, and they're like, oh no, he's too moderate on the right, which is crazy to me because no, I'd say the most of those on the right today are pretty far to the right when you look at the entirety of the spectrum.
It seems like they got it covered. But there is a lot of infighting between these right wing streamers, whatever they are.
Yeah. I mean, these groipers effectively sound like Nazis almost, neo-Nazis.
They are.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. They're as far right as it goes.
There's like
They're
Nazi
like-
nihilists.
They're like nihilist, neo-Nazi, accelerationist.
So is that confirmed what this guy is?
Nothing is confirmed.
Yeah, nothing sounds
Um,
confirmed. But I would say that the most likely running theory that seems to hold the most water is that he was a groiper. But I mean I don't think this is confirmed yet.
I mean, based on the people with knowledge on the subject that explained the memes,
Yeah, they have very specific
explained
memes.
like they were like, this is definitely a black pill groiper, and then they're like, and now now they're running with like this kid might have had a transgender girlfriend, boyfriend, but then they're like, that doesn't mean he's not a groiper. They're because I guess inside the incel community, it's because they've developed such a hate for women that they're just like, get yourself a femboy, and then you don't have to even deal with women because you got yourself a femboy. It's like a goal of theirs.
Very
These guys might not be so bad.
I mean, I think they're pretty bad.
They're kind of selling me.
So these groipers were kind of started by Nick Fuentes. Who is
So it was around before him.
did he like popularize it, quote unquote?
Yeah, I'd say he popularized it, or he just like took a faction of it under his wing and like built his army. I think the Groypers might just be like the Nick Fuentes army.
Yeah. That's what it sounded
And
like.
then like, but it existed before him. Like it's been a thing. I saw a good explanation of the beginnings of it, apparently. So it's like a 4chan thing. I've never been on 4chan. I've seen like screenshots of 4chan, but I've never been on that site.
Yeah, same. I don't even think I've seen screenshots. I don't even know what it looks like.
It's like
Yeah.
the pinkish
It's text
Is
based.
that the one where
text.
everyone's anonymous?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So apparently when that site started, it was pretty liberal people, and they used to make like jokes. You're talking like the early 2000s probably. And they would make jokes about right-wing people, but like memes and like edgelord shit, but in jest and like ironic shit. But then like that group kind of aged out and went on with their life. And then the next generation came in and saw these jokes and memes that were like popular
Jokes.
and thought that
They took it
these are
seriously.
what this is about. So they kind of like went that way with it. And it started this whole like,
It was all just a miscommunication.
it was a miscommunication. It
We
was
found these ancient texts.
young, impressionable, mostly white men that were
Incels.
incels, disenfranchised by a society, by a world that felt out of reach to them because they couldn't get laid, and felt
Just
like
stop being
you know,
douchebags and go get laid.
they couldn't
Yeah.
be a Chad.
Yeah,
You
I've
can't be
seen,
a Chad. You got to get yourself a femboy.
I've seen Nick
And,
Fuentes had like some cat femboy friend. There's a bunch of pictures with him and some cat boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like openly gay.
Is he openly gay, or is
I
that
think
just
so.
because I've seen people chirp him for that? Like, oh, you're like some Nazi, but you're always hanging out with this cat boy. And
Apparently,
like, what the hell is that?
It's like on that far side of the spectrum, it's okay to be gay.
It's very
guess.
interesting.
And like I guess there's like a huge like
Where's the line of hate?
neo-Nazi
So if
type
you go
of thing
far enough
inside
to
like
the right, you're gay.
inside like the furry community. There's like Nazis.
What?
There's like
I
there's
believe
like
that.
a guy that there's like a guy that wears like a wolf costume with like a full Nazi uniform over it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I got an idea. We can goose step as geese. It'll be awesome, and then we'll fuck.
That sounds pretty awesome. I'd at least watch that if you videotaped it.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a really really dark side of things that I'm not happy that I learned a lot about this past few days, and it's troubling.
It just seems like a lot of factions fighting. They're just
It's
crabs in a big gay bucket.
there's a lot of crabs in the bucket. And they
Did you
are
see that
fighting.
other guy, that Chowder guy,
Now what do you
No.
say?
Steven Chowder, Crowder?
Oh yeah.
He was he had his I guess it was Twitter or whatever his handle was, and then it said the number 2 conservative podcast in the world, and then after Charlie Kirk got shot the next day, it was like number 1 conservative podcast in the world.
Isn't that Joe Rogan, or is he not considered conservative?
I don't think he's considered a conservative podcast.
I mean, he is. He just won't admit it.
Lame. Just be yourself.
Just let it out, man. You big gay furry.
You big gay furry Nazi goose. Yeah.
And then just last night,
Oh, there's more.
Oh shit.
the Turning Point podcast did air. And guess who hosted?
This is an empty chair.
No. JD Vance.
Oh, ew. That's gross.
The
Right.
vice president that dressed in
The
drag.
vice president
Why?
hosted a podcast because they need to keep that following.
Oh, that just feels icky. I don't like that. I don't know. That just seems like in poor taste. Like they're doing.
There's a
it.
lot of levels of ick to this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I vehemently disagreed with everything that man said, Charlie Kirk. I maybe not everything per se, but like just about everything.
Yeah, black people shouldn't be pilots.
Jesus Christ!
What? That you said that's what you agreed with some
I
things,
said
and we're gonna try and guess what they are.
I don't. I'm sure he said something that I mildly aligned with. Like not everything was completely inflammatory, though. A lot of it, if not most of it, was. But like that's not how we should go about things. I just everything about this I don't like. I didn't like it. That video, honestly, I saw it and I just like I rejected everything about it. I don't agree with the man on most things, but like Jesus Christ, it was just too much. It's too much. We can't be doing that.
Oh, speaking of Jesus Christ, it's fracturing the church too,
How so?
because inside of Christianity, some people were with him and some people weren't.
I mean,
Yeah, those
they're
guys
all-
really have to read the book.
They're so fake Christians. I don't think most people on the right are actual Christians. They label themselves as Christians.
Oh yeah,
but
no, it's like a totem. It's like they don't follow that story at all.
I would say the majority,
It's a cosplay.
yeah, the majority of them are not practicing Christians. They're just self-label as Christians, but they don't practice Christianity. And by that I don't mean like, oh, maybe they go to church, maybe they celebrate every Christian holiday, maybe they do everything, but they don't actually act Christian.
No, I mean, you can't call yourself a Christian and then say, let's feed all these people to the alligators.
No, yeah, it's not. It
You
doesn't
can't. That's
jive.
very contradictory.
Yeah.
Like, I came up in the Catholic Church. I know a lot of those stories.
Yeah. All this Christian nationalism, Christofascism, it's not real Christianity.
It's the same as any organized religion. It's just control. It's not for any purpose other than that.
Yeah. And it's pretty gross in my opinion, because I think that religion can be nice for certain people if they need it. They need faith, they need something to like lean on, and it can be a good thing. But most people use religion in a terrible way, and they muddy up what it should be.
They use it as a get out of jail free card to be a piece of shit.
100%. I just I don't like that. So anyone on these far right pundits and politicians and everyone that's trying to be a Christian nationalist or whatever, like, you're not even a Christian. Like I honestly I don't believe you. You're just using it. You're using it to get views and clicks and sympathy. I don't even know. You're just being a piece of shit.
If it was all true and like Jesus shows up tomorrow, they'd be the first ones out.
Oh, easily. Jesus,
Like, you guys did what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You
This is
did
literally
what?
the antithesis
You
of
said
everything
what?
I've said.
Why are you all wearing crosses? I fucking died on that thing. And that's your symbol?
How many kids got shot?
That's your symbol that you use?
And you said more guns?
You want more in schools?
And this is one of those things. Utah was very right wing. They said new law across the state, open carry on all campuses. Like, there's plenty of good guys with guns. They made that a law. Like, everyone should have guns on campus.
Yeah, dude, there's a video of a guy literally running out of the crowd with his gun in his hand.
Yeah, I'm sure so many people had guns.
And everyone's like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And it's like, everyone was like, he probably pulled his gun when he heard gunshots and was like, what the fuck?
I'm
It's
here to
like,
protect you.
Like,
I-
give me a break.
I just
More
don't
guns does not
understand.
solve the gun problem.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can be so like disassociated with reality right now, where like clearly gun violence is an issue and you don't want to do anything about it. Like, you're so worried that like taking away even any amount of rights.
We are doing something about it. We're getting more guns.
Yeah, no, that's I just like, there's such a disconnect. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like a vaccine. You add the germs into your body to fight it. But also, we don't believe in vaccines.
I just there's never a time to talk about gun control reform or anything. There's never a time because they won't hear it. They won't hear it. They're like, oh no, the problem is mental health. But then at the same time, they reject any mental health reforms either. It's just like,
Well, they have a solution for that too.
Oh, we
They're
have a
just-
gun problem and a mental health problem? Well, let's not do anything about guns and let's cut all funding to mental health. That should.
yeah.
Let's get more guns and kill the mentally ill people.
It'll work itself out.
Yeah. No. It's just like they don't want to solve the problem. At this point, it's feeling like they're all complicit and they all want gun violence. Like that's what it feels like to me. And I'm of the camp like let's just get rid of all the guns. I know that will never happen. Like that just in this country, we're well past that. At minimum, you could work on the mental health issue. Like you agree, like okay, mental health plays a role here. Let's do something about that. Like no, let's also defund that. Like what do we
What do you want me to do? I'm praying.
Too many thoughts and prayers. Except you know what? It's too many prayers and not enough thoughts. No one's thinking. Literally no one's thinking. And by no one, I mean everyone who's a gun nut. They're not actually thinking. No one's thinking this through. You're praying that this doesn't happen again so the libs can shut up about it already.
Well, again, if you had read the Bible, it's even God says, if you pray but do no action, then your prayers are useless. So God thinks you're an idiot too.
And now we have like a super accelerated brain drain happening in this country. Like the smart people they're like, peace out. They offered me a job overseas because
Sure.
I'm wicked smart and I do science, and
Science,
America doesn't
bitch.
believe in science anymore. So
Science is amazing.
I'm going to go do science over in somewhere else.
Literally anywhere.
Literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Because everyone else believes in science.
And they're not coming back.
And they're not coming back. They're not coming back.
It's just like this is so crazy to me. The state of
but Kamala
affairs.
had a weird laugh though, so I get it.
Oh yeah, I mean, did you see how much teeth she showed when she laughed and smiled? Like, ew, ugh. You
Yeah,
want that for 4
pretty-
years? All those teeth?
Pretty horrible.
It's fine. I'd rather have fascism.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but she was a woman. Can't have that.
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
You know what? She was also brown. She like hit on all the things that, it's just not going to fly here.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. The Democrats really fucked themselves and us.
Yeah.
She was a wildly unpopular candidate the first time around.
Yeah. I mean,
She got 2% of the primary votes.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not even arguing. The Democrats fumbled it.
I liked her the first time around. She was like my number 3.
I liked her the second time around. I didn't like her as much the first time around. I liked her more the second time around.
I didn't care for her in the beginning, but then when it came down to it, and it's like, you can have her, or you can have this fucking idiot. I'm like, well, she seems pretty great to me.
I mean, after 4 years of Biden, which I thought went just swimmingly,
It was fine.
He was fine. He was
was
fine.
fine.
Not the
It was a
best. Not the,
post-COVID,
definitely not the
like-
worst.
It was a rebuild.
It was a
mean-
rebuild period. He did a great job recovering the economy.
We did have the best post-COVID recovery in the world. so-
Absolutely, the best out of all. Maybe top 2. There might have been some weird like Norwegian
I
company.
mean, sure. I don't know
Country
the
or
numbers,
something.
but
Doesn't
it was
matter.
good.
But, top 1 or 2 best post-COVID recoveries economically in the world. And I mean, he did great. He did great given the circumstances of what he had to endure. And I think Kamala was fine doing whatever the fuck a vice president does, which actually a vice president only has 2 jobs, which they're pretty inconsequential. And otherwise, most of the time, you don't actually have a job as a vice president. Like there's nothing that you actually are required to do. But when she was campaigning, the short period of time she campaigned, I liked everything she had to say. I liked the policy proposals that she was presenting. I liked her better as she was a candidate the second time around than when she initially was before her vice presidency. But no, here we are. She laughs weird or something.
Yeah, the U.S. is highlighted for its strong and swift economic recovery, outperformed many of its G10 peers in areas like GDP per capita and investment, largely attributed to aggressive fiscal support during the pandemic, which boosted consumption and investment. So yeah, shit got a little more expensive, but it was going to happen either way.
Yeah, I mean, inflation was happening because of COVID. Our recovery was as good as it could have been. Inflation eventually tampered, and now we were in Biden's economy until Trump came in with all his tariffs and absolutely imploded it. And now inflation is going crazy. Everything is expensive. My coffee has doubled in price. I'm furious about. I can't get coffee anymore.
Yeah, coffee got expensive.
And you know what? A little golf clap for J Pow over at the Fed.
For being a real G.
Pretty soft landing post COVID. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Can't be mad there. I am mad that I missed out on I just had a kid, and Kamala would have given me child tax credits larger than we currently have. That would have been really nice. I also appreciated her first time home buyer tax credit, which wouldn't have applied to me, but I think it's a really good policy proposal.
Yep.
$50,000, I think she was present. Is it 25 or 50? First time home buyers, you get a tax credit, which is great because it's impossible to afford a home as someone looking for their first home these days.
Well, let's not gloss over the people that are upset about how their taxes keep going up. And many people still are unaware that we are under Trump's tax code from his first term in 2017.
Still currently today.
Correct.
Yes.
Paul Ryan introduced whatever the hell the name was. I don't remember. But it goes up every couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah. And we tried to tell them that the entire time they were complaining about taxes under Biden. And it was like, no, this is Trump's tax plan.
Has been, still is.
Biden didn't do anything with taxes.
Yep. Didn't touch it.
Because he couldn't really touch it because it was
already
had a
voted
deadline and it ran through his whole term. It's just it's wild how it's a repeating cycle. Like Republicans trash the economies, Democrats rebuild it, getting shit on the whole time by Republicans for how shitty the economy is that they inherited.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time their term ends, they get everything back to looking good and they lose because the Republicans fucked it over. And then the Republicans come back and fuck it over again.
Yeah,
it's been happening since
you can just Google
fucking
any chart. There's every study says the same thing. I haven't found one economic study that says otherwise.
And I have a degree in economics, which I mean, I feel pretty well versed in what's going on, and yeah, that's exactly what's happening. It's just Republicans are bad for the economy, just historically speaking.
And it happens over and over and over, and they just keep voting for it.
Yeah. The economy.
Like, I wonder how do the farmers really feel now? Kamala was going to give you crop insurance. So if you had a shitty year, you had an insurance policy that would cover that.
I didn't even know about that. That sounds awesome. Trump,
they voted against that. They didn't want that. Instead, they voted for tariffs because they were going to be so great. And how great are those?
Well, you would think that farmers would have learned after the first time around, because during Trump's first term, he put tariffs on China so bad that our soybean exports absolutely got demolished because China was our biggest importer of our soybean exports.
Yep. So soy and pork really took a hit.
They stopped buying because of all these tariffs. Our soybean industry just got wrecked, and then he needed to bail out.
They got
the
that
farmers.
Sweet government bailout, so
they got a bailout.
Didn't really matter.
And the exact same thing is happening again right now. Like, farmers are not only getting wrecked, especially with soybeans in China, the same exact thing. But now it's getting even worse, and a lot of these farms are just closing. They're like, we can't keep going. We're going to hand this down to our kids, and we wanted this to go for generations. It's already been going for generations of this farm and our family. No, there's tons of farms which are just dying and
It's
getting
all
sold
part
to
of the plan, though.
corporate. Yeah, no, they're all these Monsantos and whoever, they're buying up these farms.
It's no coincidence that JD Vance is heavily invested in a company called Acre Trader, which is essentially like Zillow for farmland.
That's wild. That's so crazy. Like, there's such a conflict of interest. Speaking of conflicts of interest, like all the money making in office, all these keeping your businesses, all these crypto scams, all, like this is so crazy. Selling Bibles, selling watches.
And Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm.
Yeah, poor Jimmy Carter. Like this is repugnant in my opinion. The way that you're using the office of the presidency to profit, like while in office, not post office, not when you have no power anymore, when there's a huge conflict of interest.
Hasn't he made like 40% of his Donald Trump's entire wealth has happened in the past 7 months?
I heard 40%. That was a few months ago though. It's probably more now, honestly, because all these crypto scams and all this shit. It's just gross. It's just gross.
God, and imagine the fucking rage if fucking Biden launched a crypto coin.
Oh my God, you'd never hear the end of it. Biden coin?
They would have had him impeached. They would have had him on the gallows.
Yeah. No, it's such a...
It doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Rules for thee and not for me.
Doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. I just don't get what's going on here. I don't know. It's just... Ugh. The state of affairs is just awful, and...
Yeah.
Now people are shooting other people up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. I wish things could go back to civil society.
I don't know.
And at least get all the racists, get all the far right extremists, get any extremists. I don't even care right or left. And honestly, I'm not even totally sure what a far left extremist looks like in reality.
Depends who you ask.
It depends on who you ask. But like, I mean, if you ask
Fred Rogers.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you ask someone on the right what a far left extremist is, what are they going to say? Like someone who's forcing me to call them by certain pronouns?
They're going to say some blue-haired trans person that wants to...
No, those are groypers. They went so far left, they came back around to the right.
Well, there's that whole horseshoe theory.
Yeah.
But that's been widely debunked.
Was it?
In political science, yeah.
I don't know.
What's the horseshoe theory?
That you can go so far right,
it's damn near a circle.
That you end up left.
The extremes.
Or you can go so far left that you end up right. But
you look at the political spectrum as on a horseshoe, like a physical horseshoe, where the two extremes almost touch each other.
That's the key, is they almost but never do.
Yeah.
So it's not been fun. It's not been fun.
I don't think anyone deserves to be shot over their opinions, though. I think he had terrible opinions. Again, don't think he should have been shot, and it's been haunting me, this video of him being shot. I don't like it. No one deserves it. I'm not... I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I think we're looking at like at least a decade before we're even anywhere back to some kind of civil society.
I don't even know
if we can even get somewhere.
I'm usually an optimist. I'm usually a realist optimist. So like I'm not ignorant. I see what's going on, but like I hope for the best and I expect the best to eventually come, though through the lens of like realism. Like I see what's going on. I don't feel optimistic in today's day and age. In this climate, I'm like I'm seeing more realism than I am optimism. I don't know.
I mean, I haven't fully given up on optimism yet.
I haven't given up. And again, I'm still inherently an optimist. So I'm here.
There's been some recent positive special elections that have flipped seats. There's another one coming up later this month that could flip a seat in Arizona, I think.
Yeah, I just like all these like little flipping seats here and there. That's not going to fix things. What's going to fix things is
It's not going to fix things. I mean,
people need to care.
the status quo has to go away, and some major changes need to happen in the whole of the system. I think corporate donorship lobbying should not be allowed anymore.
Oh, well, that's absolutely. That's a huge thing I would change. If I could just pick the rules, lobbyists wouldn't exist. And I think lobbying it can be good. It can be good. There are good reasons for lobbying to exist. If you're
there's a
talking
lot
about,
of things that can be good that are just weaponized.
yeah, they weaponize lobbying, and now lobbying is awful. They've made it so bad because lobbying was more for the small guy, the guy who didn't have a voice, but like, I'm trying to get my voice out there. But now lobbying is just who has the most money, do what we say, and we'll pay you the most money, and then they'll do that. And that's a recipe for disaster. That's never going to work. So I am absolutely, in the way it's used today, I'm completely against lobbying, though I wish it was as intended. Because some people do need a voice. Some organizations should have a voice that otherwise don't. I mean, like, you had Jon Stewart out there was lobbying for the 9/11 survivors and all that, and it took an enormous amount of effort just to get heard and for them to make any change to funding the cancer treatments of all these 9/11 survivors.
Just to pay for the treatments that these first responders
Yeah.
that went into the fucking horrible situation. Yeah.
And it shouldn't
What
have been that
shit.
difficult.
Shouldn't have to beg for that.
And I mean, those are the kind of organizations, the kind of people who should be lobbying. That, I mean, if that's not a known thing in Congress, then yeah, you should be lobbying to them and be like, hey, listen to us. Like, this is actually important. But when you got like giant corporations that are just lobbying for the self-interest of their profit margins, and like, no, that's stupid. Get the fuck out of here. That should be illegal. But then you got to draw a line somewhere, and it's either all or nothing. And I mean, when it's all, you're mostly going to get nothing good. So it's so shitty. Everything is designed so shittily today, but we're here. We're in this shitty system. That, how do we get out of it? How do we dig our way back out of where we dug into?
Aliens.
Maybe. I mean, maybe we need a Noah's Ark type thing. Maybe we need something that is so just like across the board, almost devastating to everyone, that we all come together.
Well,
Black pill accelerationism.
have you heard about the Pedregal meteor yet?
No.
This is a wild one. Guy in Panama finds a tiny little meteor, gets it, brings it home, notices some weird things about it. It kind of looks like a potato. Then it changes to like silver. He starts doing some experiments on it, and it kills plants. This thing, like, not plants, but he like put a leaf on it, and it like burnt this leaf. And then he was like, this is fucking weird. Like, it's just fucking weird. But more recently, this thing's starting to sprout. It's maybe it's a seed.
It says glowing growth emerged from the rock, resembling the fictional alien symbiote Venom.
Kind of looks
Marvel
like
comics.
symbiote Venom.
Yeah.
But it kind of looks like a plant. Kind of reminds me of the movie Evolution. Remember that one?
Venom.
David Duchovny.
So is it going to take us all out or what?
So it got big. He put it in a safe because he noticed it grew with sunlight. It kept growing. So he put it in this safe, and then it got like big, like filled the safe kind of. And then he was like, I gotta get this out of my house. So we put it in this like old abandoned house. And I think the last thing I read was like he's bringing it to the university,
The university, huh?
whatever the
Miami?
university is in Panama. Not the U.
It's all about the you, baby.
But yeah, this other crazy guy said that his neighbor Stuart Bathwater says it's a seed, and once it tastes human flesh, it's not going to stop.
Did you feed it a human? See what happens?
I mean, it's not big enough yet.
So once it gets big enough, we'll start feeding it humans.
Well, it might just eat a human.
All right, so
then
even
once-
better. No
once it
moral
does that-
quandaries.
It's just not going to stop, and there's nothing you could do to stop it.
Well, I'm sure there's something you could do to stop it.
I mean, probably nuke it, but maybe not. It survived entry,
Yeah, that's impressive.
so
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't see this getting better, our society. I don't see an obvious way for things to cool down and get better. Like people are getting shot left and right. I mean, they're murdering kids
yeah,
in
not
schools
here.
all over the place. Like
not here.
you kill school children, like dozens and dozens and dozens. I mean, at this point, it's got to be hundreds of school children. And I mean, you think and pray for a day, and then you keep moving on. Like there was a school shooting the same day as the
same
Charlie
day.
Kirk shooting. Like there was in Colorado,
Like an hour later.
No one's talked about it. No one's talking about
No, they
it.
didn't talk about it.
I barely hear anything about it at all. Same fucking day, they're shooting school children. I think that school children are way more innocent than any political pundit. They don't deserve any of this shit. They're just living their life. They're complete, like they're the embodiment of innocence. Like I'm just a child. Like I don't even know right and wrong completely. I don't know what's going on. I'm still learning. I'm in school, literally learning. Like I'm just a fucking child. Like the embodiment of innocence. You got pundits getting shot at. I'm not saying that it's warranted at all. Again, horrifying. It's giving me nightmares. It's giving me daymares. Like that video is haunting me. But you are putting yourself out there. You are saying inflammatory things to people in an inflammatory culture. Like everything is crazy right now. Like I am almost nervous to be talking on this podcast because someone will react in a certain way, and things are scary.
They hold him up like he's just like this master debater, and it's like, no, he just never showed you his L's.
Yeah, I mean,
like I saw the whole thing when he went to Oxford, and he just got fucking annihilated over there.
Oh yeah, I saw parts of that. That was it was shameful for him to even associate. It was bad for him. But like what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying anyone deserves it, but like I feel way worse about these school children getting shot than him because they are literal innocents. They have done zero. He is doing things in a climate which the smarter heads probably wouldn't be doing, but he's doing it. And
he encouraged it.
And he's encouraged. I mean, I'm not justifying anything. I don't want to like make it sound like I'm justifying anything, but like
you don't have to.
When you're comparing him versus school children who got shot in the same day, I would be freaking out way more about these school children. I would think that's just like one school child gets a bullet, and we need to make a difference. I mean, you got hundreds of school children taking bullets.
Well, he said those were necessary deaths to preserve the Second Amendment.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I don't think that a single one of those deaths is necessary. And once you start killing school children, maybe the Second Amendment was a bad idea. That's my opinion. That's just how I think. And I don't think his death was worth it. I don't think any of these school children's death was worth it. Don't have the Second Amendment if you got to be killing people. If you got to be killing children, especially in school.
I read a quote that sums up how I feel pretty well. It said, I don't support in any way what happened to Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk supported what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't think he does, though. I don't think he did.
Well, if it were someone else, technically.
If it was anyone but him.
He did. It was his own quote said like...
No, of course. He absolutely said that. He absolutely said that.
And he said it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
He said it's unfortunate, and he said that it's worth it.
We're going to have to live with it if we want to keep our Second Amendment.
but I don't think he believes that. I think he's just saying shit. I think he said a lot of shit, and I don't think he believed everything he said. And I think a lot of the things that he may or may not have believed, he just he's saying it for views, he's saying it for clicks, he's saying it to
Saying it
get
for
a
money.
following, for money. It's all for money, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous to be saying shit that's really fucked up like that. And I don't think he deserved it. I don't think that he believed that it was worth it. I don't actually think that. I think if he could choose, do you want to die and be one of these school shooting deaths, or do you want to live in a reasonable society? I think oh, well, I'd just rather live in a reasonable society than being another school shooting victim. I think if he could choose that, I think it'd be pretty obvious he would choose, let's not shoot me. But I mean, here we are, and I feel way more with the children. I think that it's crazy that they're not getting the attention. I think it's crazy that the school shootings from a decade ago, 2 decades ago, didn't start the wheels of gun control reform. I think it's crazy that we've gotten to this
started the
point.
wheels of thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, no, it's only gotten worse, which it just makes no sense to me that no one wants to do anything about this. And by no one, I mean the only people in charge that can actually do something. And whenever that is, I mean, there's been Republican and Democratic people in charge. There's been absolutely been both people who were, I would say more so right now, where Republicans truly are in charge of everything. There was a time when Democrats were in charge of everything, but with Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema were faux Democrats. So really,
I
the
mean, when was
Senate
the
only
last
had
time-
48 Democrats and
When
two
was the last time
fake
Democrats
ones.
had all three houses
Well, that's what I'm saying. It
of
was
the entire government, all
they
three
had
branches?
they had maybe not the Supreme Court, but they had the House and the Senate and the presidency. But the Senate was with
Was
two
that-
faux Democrats.
That was Obama's second term.
Was that
Because didn't they have?
First or second? It was one of his terms.
No, I think in the first they had the Senate, and they kept just blocking everything.
Well, that was, and then it switched midterm.
Yeah, and they never had enough. Yeah, they might have had.
And then you all you fuckers got healthcare. So shut up.
Yeah, but they don't like it because it's called Obamacare to some people.
It's
And-
not. It's the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
No,
God
anyone
forbid we
listening-
give healthcare to people. But regardless, I just think that no one has done anything about it. When one party is in total power, obviously the right is never going to give up their guns, and when the left is in power, they are incapable of doing anything. And I think everyone's complicit. No one is trying to actually make change to stop any of this.
Yep. All the politicians suck. They're not for you. Fuck
No.
it. Burn it down. Start over.
Yes, honestly, it's gross.
Charlie Kirk finally got beamed up by Scotty.
I don't think he should have, and I don't think he would have wanted it this way if it was up to him. I think that he would have retracted his statement. That's what I think, because this is crazy. No one wants this. No one wants this.
No.
Even if you said it, you're not talking about yourself. I think some of these deaths are worth it. What about if it was your death? Oh, then not worth it.
Everyone stop making politics your whole identity too. Go get a fucking hobby.
Yeah. Why is politics just front and center everything these days? That's what everything is. Everything is political. Everything things can't just be. They can't just be a thing that happens.
Because it's the worst it's ever been.
It's so
Just
bad.
Stop wearing t-shirts with a politician's name on it too. Why are you not the main character in your own life? Jesus Christ.
This episode was about a shopping cart being thrown away.
Guys, I
and-
gotta go get the fucking shopping cart. It's
and-
been bothering me for an hour.
We've talked about politics for 55 minutes of the past hour.
This was my shopping cart episode, guys.
None of this makes sense. Why can't we just live a happy, normal life and not worry about anything political or dangerous or shitty about the world today? This is just, it sucks. Everything sucks, and fuck everyone who's making this happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Close your window. You got fucking crickets, bro.
You were a shining light that cut through the shadows, through the cold and darkest night, a glowing beacon of hope and freedom, another sign to not give up the fight. I've never claimed to be as perfect as I knew that you couldn't be, and just knowing that you were out there gave me strength to be the best version of me. Nothing ever hurts someone as much as love can sting. 1,000 different ways to break your heart, but a loss reminds you of the joy that love can bring. Forever in my soul, the shopping cart. You glimmer under street lamps without a sign of rust, and you could remain standing once we all turned to dust. I hate to think that you ended up left in some old landfill, when I could use you to move garbage or ride you down a hill. That was some sick air, bro. Nothing ever hurts someone as much as love can sting. 1,000 different ways to break your heart, but a loss reminds you of the joy that love can bring. Forever in my soul, the shopping cart. I lied awake in bed all night, can hardly bring myself to speak about the loss I felt that day, the biggest tragedy this week. Nothing ever hurts someone as much as love can sting. 1,000 different ways to break your heart, but a loss reminds you of the joy that love can bring. Forever in my soul, the shopping cart.